9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, 1 to the 5, 1 to the 5.
That's the official countdown, 1 to the 5 for our 1-liter Hydroplanes. Kay Brewer, our 1-liters have put on a terrific show all weekend long. This is their final heat. Jeff Bernard has been getting better and better and better in that blue and white Y18, the boat he calls Fast Eddie. He hasn't been able to solve that Bobby King mystery yet, and that's the one they're going to have to do, and they're going to have to do it right now in the final. I look for it to come down, to be real honest, between Bobby King and Jeff Bernard, but you just never know. 1-liters are so competitive, somebody gets to jump on you at the start, you'll have your hands full trying to drive around them.
Speaking of tough competitors, a tough break for Josh Culver. Went over and talked to him, and I said, hey, what happened on that heat when we saw him go dead? And he said, he literally, I said, did you blow a piston? He said, no, I melted that piston.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, green flag, 5-minute gun.
Green flag on a race course, and first out, here comes Jeff.
Jeff Bernard, first one out on the course, making a statement, followed quickly by R.J. West out of Manteca, California. And it looks like we're going to have a repeat of the last heat, where Bobby King seems to be having some issues getting out onto the course. But here comes Schultz in that baby blue watery. Bobby King able to light the fire underneath that Shenanigans 41 and make his way out into the course, followed by David Hale in the Y30. Watching quickly as we're waiting for Sanchez to light off the 45 Beacon Plumbing boat.
Okay, we're at 4 minutes. 4 minutes to the start. This is the 1-liter final.
Sanchez flies off the dock, has a couple pitter-patters, able to clean it out and make his way out of the course. That would be the Y45.
Yeah, the Beacon Plumbing, Brad Sanchez, we ran into him walking up the beach, and he said, we've had some issues. We think we've got them solved. That's a fast race boat, and he is a very accomplished shoe. If he's got the gremlins out of that boat, look out. It could be a surprise. A winner could come from somewhere else in the pack. We don't want to only look at Fast Eddie Jeff Bernard and Bobby King.
Bobby King had trouble getting out on the course, but it looks to be Bobby King and Jeff Bernard as once again, deja vu. They are sitting side by side, coming down the backstretch. Bobby King getting a little bit close to Jeff Bernard. I think we might have a little bit of a race before the race here in our 1-liter class, Brad.
Well, that's the way it's been all weekend between those two, and they've been eyeballing one another. Don't get caught up focusing on just one competitor. Somebody else will come out of the darkness and take you down. Coming up on 2:45 K till our start. Our group of 3 boats coming up to the top end of the race course. That is Jeff Bernard in lane number 1. Bobby King right next to him in lane number 2, if you will. And then it is Scott Schatz in the Y3. Now, watch, we got a boat cutting across the race course. Going to jump out in front of those 3 boats coming up the top end of the race course. That is a legal maneuver. In 1-liters, you can cut from back to front only.
Brad Sanchez will be that driver in the Beacon Plumbing. He was a little late coming out of the pits, but once again now he's going to line himself right up next to Jeff Bernard. I talked to Bobby King and I said, hey, you got to get that inside lane away from Jeff Bernard. Jeff Bernard is an inside lane driver. He knows how to hold those buoys. So we're going to have to wait and see. Can Bobby King take the inside lane away from Jeff Bernard?
Well, I'm not sure how he's going to be able to do it right now because they're sitting in traffic down there at the lower end of the race course, and he's outside of Jeff right now. But so far, at least up until this heat, it hasn't mattered. He's been able to consistently drive around Bernard in that blue and white boat.
Sanchez, you just talked to him, said he got those gremlins figured out. He is going to take a chance with that, and he's going to go on the inside of Jeff Bernard as they come down to 1 minute and 30 seconds to the start of 1-liter.
Watch this sight coming off the lower end of the race course. This is going to be pretty good. You're going to have 5 or 6 of them lined up. Count noses as they get to the exit pin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming up on 1 minute. Coming up on 1 minute, still got about 7 or 8 seconds. These guys are going to cruise up the backstretch. You are right. Looks like Sanchez has found the inside lane, put Bernard in 2. That's going to put King in 3. It's going to put Schatz in 4.
West in 5 and David Hale out in the red boat in 6. Look at that photo start right there.
It's a great shot right there. Look at him get to the entrance pin to the upper corner. Everybody is together. Bradley Sanchez, is he going to come out of nowhere and surprise everybody here? Kay still got 35 seconds until our start.
Looks like they might be a little bit early. They're going to have to scuff off just a little bit of time. RJ West starts to move to the outside. Scott Schultz looks like he's starting to hammer down. You see their rooster tail coming up. But once again, let's check out Sanchez as he's on the inside of Jeff Bernard. Your leader coming out of turn 1 or turn 2 is going to be Scott Schultz, and he's got RJ West sitting on the outside.
Jeff Bernard is hanging back, but so is Brad Sanchez. Have they got it timed right? We're coming up on 10 seconds until the start. Don't want to jump the clock, not in the final. No, 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 you don't want to do it. We're inside 5. We are 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2, 1. Mark, and we are racing here in our 1 liter final. They will hammer down to the lower corner. Jeff Bernard in lane number 2 is going to get there first. Sanchez behind him. He is on the inside, but he's back about 3 or 4 boat lengths. Make it 5. Bernard opening up water on Sanchez on the inside, but where is King? Where is King K? I don't see him. There he is there, but all of a sudden Jeff Bernard has got to jump on the field here on lap 1.
Bobby King's going to have to work his way around Sanchez to go chase after Jeff Bernard, but Jeff Bernard is just hammering it down going down that backstretch. He is going to have to floor it because here comes Bobby King. He's got himself around Sanchez. Now he's going to be coming after Jeff Bernard. This is the final for the 1 liter. Can Jeff Bernard hold off Bobby King for 3 more laps?
Jeff Bernard, the last time you talked to him, he said the boat is getting faster, faster, and faster. And look at this, he's got the fastest boat on the water right now. I can tell you what, that right now Bobby King is not making up any ground on Jeff Bernard. If he's doing anything, he is giving ground to Bernard. Bernard looks strong down the front straightaway as they start lap number 2 of 3. It's a full rooster tail lead for Jeff Bernard at the bottom end of the race course. I can tell you for sure Bobby King is not going to give up on this one, but it's going to be a tall order to drive around Jeff Bernard. Jeff is going to keep that boat tight to the buoy row. He's going to make sure nobody gets inside of him, and if you're going to beat Jeff Bernard, you're going to have to do it on the outside. That's a long drive up the backstretch here on the 2nd lap. We're a lap and a half in with a lap and a half still to go. Doesn't seem to be changing a whole lot, K. Brewer.
And it looks like Jeff Bernard's moving out to lane 3. Bobby King is just going to sit in his rooster tail. He's going to wait for the right moment to jump and pounce onto Jeff Bernard. Maybe jump on the inside of his rooster tail. Jeff Bernard once again starting to hold the buoys as he comes into the apex of turn 2. Jeff Bernard, your leader, followed by Bobby King. And here comes Sanchez in the 45, followed by RJ West in the Circus, and Scott Schultz, followed by David Hale.
Coming across the start-finish line at the completion of lap number 2, the white flag flies. There's 1 more to go in our 1 liter final. It's a 3-lap final, and we are on lap number 3 now. Bernard with a rooster tail, maybe a rooster tail and a half right now on Bobby King. King doesn't want to let him go, but he's given ground. Jeff Bernard has found the right combination, and he found it at the right time of day. This is when you want it, when all the marbles are on the table and it's final heat time. He slides out to about lane number 3. You see Bobby King staying right behind him, right on his hip, trying to run as tight as he can to Jeff. If he were to move to the inside, there's room there, but you got a radio guy that's going to tell Jeff exactly where he is, and Jeff's just going to move tight to the row. Here we are, top end of the race course last time around. Bernard on the inside. King maybe tightened it up a little bit, but he's still got a full rooster tail. They're going to come up on some lap traffic here, a slower boat on the front straightaway. It will be to the outside of the race course. Jeff Bernard just got to come down now. He straightens it up and bring it home. Jeff Bernard driving the 1 liter, the boat they call Fast Eddie Y18. He comes across the start-finish first. Bobby King right behind him in the shenanigans. That is boat number 41K. Jeff had the power at the right time.
He sure did, and he held on that inside lane, and he drove that whole group around the 1 liter. He led them across the start-finish line all the way to the checkered flag. Jeff Bernard.
So our order of finish on that one was Jeff Bernard driving the Y18. He is your first place finisher. Then it's Y41, the Shenanigans, boat driven by Bobby King. And it was boat number 45, Brett Sanchez. He said he had found some gremlins in that boat and he expected a better show. He had a good show. And we got clapping going on down here. We got some happy people. Those would be the ones that are supporting Jeff Bernard, because that was a good run. Looks like we're going to get Bobby King back to the pit area. Going to come back first. Bernard got the lid up. Wave at him. He's got the lid up. That's the white and blue boat coming up there. Jeff Bernard trying to interact as best he can with some of the fans. Bobby King driving that beautiful green and black Shenanigans. Bernard right behind him. Then it's Brad Sanchez, the 1 liter they call the Beacon Plumbing. Jeff Bernard back to the dock, and I'm sure it's a very happy young man as he popped the lid as he was coming back. He's now stepped out of the boat. He's leaning up against the cowling, talking with some of his crew members. Got family down there now. Also has Kay Brewer down there. So Kay, jump in whenever you can get Mr. Bernard. Something about the best time to have the fastest boat on the water seems to be the final heat. He did it this time.
You want me to jump in the boat?
No.
Why?
Last time you did, you took it out. It was an outboard.
I did it this afternoon. I could ride one of these. These things don't look too difficult. Just kidding. 110 miles an hour in an enclosed cockpit does not sound like my kind of gig. But Jeff Bernard, another great run for the Fast Eddie Y18. Congratulations. You had to work for it. You did not have the inside lane, so you had to get around Sanchez in that first lap.
Yeah. I was fairly confident over lane 2, just wanted to be inside the 41. I don't think we're still fast. The 41, I just got a better start. Made as wide as I could, made it as close as possible for him. But thanks Jim Seckler, Jonathan Thompson, reliable down the school, also put the name on this boat for next year too. So went by waved at the tent there. Kind of a bummer what happened in the last GP over there. So they're all happy down. They're in their tent. Working hard to get the EP back out for the final plate new steering system. That's going to be a challenge. But congrats to my owner Jim Seckler. Put up on his boat. One man band pretty much when I'm driving the GP and down at the Unlimited. So he does it all himself. It's all him. All I do is drive it.
Well, I would have to disagree with you. That was some great driving. It's a great owner. It's a great team that make you into the winner's circle and give you that checkered flag. You have a great support system here at San Diego.
I shouldn't say it's all. We work as a teammate with the Y41, so Tim Collins and everybody that's here helping. They help out both boats. We try to run as a team. We try to drive courteous to each other like teammates do. But we still want to win at the end of the day. So, like I said, I hope our sponsors are all happy, and that's the way we wanted to go out this weekend.
All right, congratulations once again. Jeff Bernard takes the checkered flag for the Fast Eddie Reliable Diamond Tool.
As our